So, hi to all of you. Very nice to meet you today. So, as you know, the insurance industry is in the midst of radical data-driven transformation, especially in customer relationships. So, to help us unpack this transformation, I'm delighted to welcome two experts at the very heart of this evolution. So, Alice from AXA France, in charge of the Data Marketing Acceleration Program, and Guilain from Treasure Data.
Good afternoon.
Together, we're going to explore why personalization is no longer a bonus but the baseline expectation of our customers. They now demand real-time, context-aware engagement, forcing every actor to move beyond outdated and siloed models. So we have three tech challenges here, which are unifying fragmented data to build a 360 degrees customer view. The second one consists in empowering data marketing teams to make them have actionable insights. And the third one is orchestrating meaningful interactions across all channels. So this urgency, these three needs, fuel an explosion on the customer data platform market. Happy for you. And we will discuss how the right strategy, the right tools, and the right approach of implementation can turn these three challenges into opportunities, as demonstrated, I think, by this successful collaboration between AXA, Treasure Data, and Artifact. So my first question is for you, Alice. AXA is one of the most advanced players in the insurance field in terms of data marketing. According to you, what were the key drivers that pushed AXA to be a pioneer and embark on this ambitious journey?
Thank you for the invitation. Okay, you spoke about personalization first, and it's especially true when you are an insurer, because you have to personalize your interaction with your customers. Because for most people, insurance is a mandatory expense. But if you go deeper into what is our mission as an insurer, we are here to protect what is very important in people's lives. So it's home, your family, your children, your money, your health. So we are at the very core of the customer's life. And maybe Maybe I would like to recall what is very interesting in that motto we have in AXA since long ago. It is act for human progress by protecting what matters. It is a very important matter when we speak about marketing. So we have, let's say, it's a responsibility to speak to our customer in a personalized way and give them the trust that we care about, we matter to them. So before I dive into the specifics of the project with CDP, I'd like to share a few key facts about AXA France that are, I think, very relevant for the rest of the tale. So we are an insurance company. We have a wide range of insurance products. So we cover car, health, habitation, home, savings, protection. And we serve around 7 to 8 million individual customers. So first of the learning about that, this is a very interesting playground for our data scientists. They can train the model with a lot of data. It's a huge field. Second, more seriously, we have a lot of data about our clients, and if we are good, we can have deep insights about their personal situation. Because, like I said, we are at the core of the lives. So yesterday I was pitching the project to our new Directeur Général, CEO, Mathieu Godard, and he asked me about external data. And I said, yeah, external data is very interesting, and we have to go there at some point, and we are there for some key initiatives. But the first step we must have, and we owe that to our clients, is to be good upon our own data. Because if we are better with our own data, we can very precisely know where our clients are into their personal situation. And that is what can be good personalization marketing activation. So all the challenge now is how we unify this data and how we keep it fresh, because we do marketing. So maybe another key point I'd like to put in mind about AXA France, and is key to what we did in activation marketing, is that we have a fully intermediated distribution model. That means that there can't be direct subscription from our customers to the company. Everything at some point goes through a human, a counselor, a distributor, an agent. And when I called agent, it's human agent. So that means that the only marketing advice or recommendation that works is the one that counselors or agents can understand, can trust, and can follow. So what we aim here is not the best of all recommendation, is the one that can be followed by the agent and the distributor. And it makes a big deal about human in the loop. So to synthesize, our marketing activation will have thus two sides. The B2C sides, and this is customer nurturing only, and the B2D side, which is distributor. So it's alerting the distributor, prioritizing the leads we put into distributor hands. So, I think I have given you big hints about what were our drivers. Maybe I give other ones that you maybe know because it's more classical in the marketing field. The one is the end of the cookie policy that brought us to reconsider our strategy and to focus more on cross-selling our customer in portfolio. The second is the challenge of personalization. I talked about this, but because every customer now expects from every actor, every commercial actor, to be personalized in the way they're addressed to them. The third one is technical issues, because we were very manual into crossing the data, and everything was very manual. So we had to put the marketing teams into more power over the data. And the fourth one, which is more client-oriented, is that we had in AXA France, we had before the project very efficient marketing channel activation, but each one in its line. So there was no coordination between the different channels of marketing activation. So if you are a client, if you put your shoes in, if you put yourself in the client's shoes, within 1 week you could receive a mail about health. You could have an in-app push about, savings, and you could be phoned by your personal counselor to speak about car insurance. So no coordination between the different channels. So what is at stake, what we put into this transformation is the classical motto, best offer, best moment, best channel. And so to bring value both to our two targets, distributor and client, and to put to sustain a long-term relationship with our clients.
Okay, thank you very much, Alice, for these key drivers. Maybe to elaborate on that, could you tell us more about the solution you actually built with Treasure Data? And crucially, maybe what measurable success you've already achieved?
Okay, so the story is that in 2023 we launched an analysis about CDP markets, and we chose Treasure Data. We chose Treasure Data for, I will synthesize into 3 reasons. First one is the functional coverage of Treasure Data, which is very large and could correspond to each of our use cases. The second one is the flexibility of the platform, and you will see how we could adapt a lot of the platform to our own context and problematics. And the third one was that Treasure Data is independent from all the major market players, and it's very important for us because we are engaged close to numerous market players. So we like this independence. So it took us, the three of us, Artefact, Treasure Data, and AXA France, it took us 6 months to initiate the CDP, so to put data in it and to launch the first use cases. 6 to 7 months. So the first use cases we launched were not wow use cases because it was how we replace a DMP to a CDP. So seen from an executive from above, there was no change. So I will speak about this later, but we were a bit challenged about this. Then in 2025, we developed, I think, what is the key functionality that we will bring most value for the future, is that we created a centralized recommendation engine. So,
in terms of results, maybe?
Sorry.
In terms of results.
Yes. We made it work in operating at 3 levels. The first one is collecting the good data. And there is no magical wand here. You cannot put all your data in Treasure Data and hope for magics. No, it doesn't work. So you have to select before the data that will serve the best the use cases that bring value. So first, collect the good data into your CDP. Then we built our own recommendation engine. So we chose to go for a hybrid approach. Hybrid because we made AI and rules. So combination of AI and rules, and combination of make and buy. So first, we combine AI. AI machine learning is what we already did in AXA France. It permits to deliver a next best offer for each of our clients in portfolio. So it's massive personalization with AI. Then we implemented within the CDP a rules engine recommendation based on triggers. So triggers is customers' behaviors, customers' insights, contracts details. So we developed this in Treasure Data. Why? Because Treasure Data has the data and has the freshest data about all these items. And then we developed rules prioritization to choose among machine learning recommendation, rules recommendation, which is more relevant, among all our clients, which are the most valuable to activate, and among all our channels, which are the most good to activate to which recommendation. So all this engine is developed within Treasure Data because it has the data and because it has the connection to all the marketing channels. Then, to make it centralized, you have to connect to all the marketing channels, and then you have the response to the answer to one of our problems, which is we had a siloed activation. Now we have a centralized activation. So business KPIs. We are very proud, and I have to make a LinkedIn post, you know. We are very proud about our business results because on the very functionality we focused on in 2025, which is targeting distributors to send them hot triggered recommendations about their customers. On this functionality, we doubled the business impact, so it's quite good. It's okay. We had an adoption by distributor that made an increase of 30%, and I think we are not at the end of the path on this case because adoption is quite a long way to go. And the conversion rate is now at 15%, which is quite good when you speak about outbound calls, outbound marketing. And maybe to have one transformation KPI that I'm proud of is that we improved the time to market to deliver new campaigns, we were 6 months to deliver a campaign, and now we are 9 to 6 weeks to deliver a campaign. And we are working on improving again these delays, because now we have to work on the end of the chain, which is creating the contents, passing the passing the legal improvements, etc.
Okay, those are really impressive results. I hear your chief data officer, which is in the room. She doesn't like to compare herself to other insurance players, but to benchmark AXA France with best data marketing players across all sectors. I think it's the right perspective. From your perspective, Guilain, is that bet paying off today for AXA? Is AXA maybe closing the gap with maybe more mature industries?
Yes, definitely. It's a big yes, and I would say that Alice's speech speaks by itself to some extent, and obviously we are very proud and honored to be a part of this partnership and this success. And yeah, definitely AXA is closing the gap with the most mature players among our customers in the data marketing space. I could quote indeed maybe from retail, from luxury, or from automotive. And no offense, Shafika, but I would say even among like the FSI, definitely AXA is as a trending of at the top leaders in this category. And what we see, basically, the success will rely on three main key pillars: the industrialization of the project, the adoption, and the business impact. I think you elaborate quite a lot about that. But for the industrialization part, so the IT CDP leaders, who is not there today, I really like the way he described the CDP project, because basically he said that internally, thanks to the CDP, he built a factory that delivers product to business. And right now, he said that my factory is live and can deliver product to anyone within the company that will need to use data in a better way. So I think this is a key signal that the industrialization is done. The adoption, so I would say never-ending journey, but definitely after 2 years now, we've got a strong adoption for a lot of people, and we know this is a key challenge for any organization. And finally, business impact that I mean described by Alice are there, but I think the journey beyond is still very exciting. There is a lot of new things that we can do, but yeah, the answer is definitely that now we are definitely in a run phase, and that allow us to expect a lot of good use cases together for next year.
Okay, so remarkable results. Congratulations to both of you. So maybe let's look under the hood. Can you maybe walk us through the journey of how you actually built this success? And most of all, what were the key challenges that you faced and overcame?
Maybe I will begin with a first challenge, which is quite boring, but it's true, and it made us quite a delay to implement the CDP, which is security rules, because we were restricted upon the volume we could send to the CDP. So we had to finally activate an extraordinaire procedure, or procedure extraordinaire, extraordinary procedure to make it function. What is interesting is that we made a kind of jurisprudence on the subject that the extraordinary procedure is now standard procedure. So we changed something into the organization could process the way to send big amounts of data to external actor. But it was quite a difficulty to go over. The second one is linked to the first, is that the three of us, we were too proud into announcing that we would implement the CDP within 3 months. So we went to the sponsors and we said, we will manage it into 3 months, yes, no problem. And we made it 6 months. So when I speak to other actors, when I spoke afterwards to other actors, I was told it was quite a good performance to do it into 6 months. But seen from the organization, we just had double the time. So we went into that project with a big gap of notoriety. You know, you had to row over to gain back the trust of the sponsors upon this project. So this is a good lesson. We all know that we have to announce practical delays, but it's a good lesson. The third one is that it took us some time to fully measure the amount or the extent of the transformation that brought the implementation of the CDP. It's not just a tool, an amazing tool. It's not just a tool. It's also a way to reconsider the whole marketing and e-business lead management organization around this new tool. And I think we have made a great deal of progress on that matter, but we have still progress to make. So maybe just how we manage everything. Sorry. We had a strong sponsorship of both data and marketing teams. And we were a program inside the biggest program, which is called Nadia. You can see all of this on the slides, which is a program of transformation through data and AI for every AXA France, all of AXA France. So we had this kind of sponsorship to help us to bring that project to life. The second, which is quite classical, but the coordination between marketing teams, distribution teams, IT teams, data teams is key to succeed. And we began to succeed when we had this good coordination set up. And then the third one, which is quite also an evidence, but the choice of your first use cases, because it is very strategic to prove that you bring good business, to choose use cases that are that materialize the value you bring and that you can quantify.
Thank you, Alice. Alice, you also mentioned previously the fact that you used a double hybrid approach, make and buy, rule-based and AI-based. So, Gila, my question is for you. All these challenges faced by AXA, are they really AXA-specific? First question. And second question is, how does treasure data really helps overcoming these challenges?
Thank you. Yes, so I think I assume that most of you may have recognized their own challenges from the challenges that AXA have described. And indeed, this is exactly those kind of challenges that we help our customer with. And those challenges are, I mean, our core target customers are big enterprise, like from the G2000. And those ones are usually a huge volume of data in a fragmented way, in a siloed architecture. And so treasure data, we exist for 10 years, and we're coming from the infrastructure space. And this is exactly where we can basically support our customer first, is to harmonize and connect all these different sources. So I think for AXA it was about 15. We've got customers that connected more than 50 or even hundreds of data sources to unify customer data. And indeed, the promise is we can do it in a very fast pace, because in about 3 or 4 months, we have the capacity to connect all the systems very easily, because we have these technical features to do so. So, I mean, that was definitely one of the reasons as well that AXA, I think, selected treasure data. Then obviously there is a topic or a challenge regarding scalability and architectural reliability. So we help also customers with a lot of data. Our CEO like to say that among all of our customers right now we manage 3 billion profiles. So that means almost 50% of the internet population globally, which are the customers of our customers. So we work with companies like Danone, Nestle, Stellantis, Hilton, to mention some of those. And so we have definitely this capacity of scalability. And this was also the reason that we obviously can start small, but think big, and have absolutely no issue in terms of scalability. And as AXA also mentioned, in terms of security, this is obviously a key topic, and especially for FSI company. And this is where we've got right now all the privacy and security labels that any IT will require for such project. Then a big challenge regarding adoption and activation. So we are a full stack CDP, so we help a lot of different personas within a company. Some of our customers have more than 200 users, from data engineers to marketers to customer insight and so on. But when it comes to adoption, I would like also to mention that obviously a partner can be a key element, and I would like to mention that obviously Artifact, part of this process, is also key for change management and make all these different people in the cell room and define use cases, and so that would be an important topics. And finally, for a big organization like that, you need to have a very flexible solution in terms of, I would say, governance and the capacity also to have like specific policies for the way you will use the solution, which I think has been also one of the challenges we were able to address to AXA. So yeah, those topics I guess are pretty familiar to a lot of the people in the room, and yeah, we are happy to be a good partner with AXA to address those.
So overall, it was quite a journey these last 2 years. You are certainly not at the end of this path. So what will the next years look like? Maybe starting with you, Alice.
I will go fast because I think we are quite a bit late, but we will continue to enrich the data into the CDP. We will work on customer journey orchestration to deploy the next best offer on in a clever way on every channel of the marketing activation. And we will try to work on agentic AI and generative AI, so as to be better, even better to help our distributors to take care of the leads we send to them. So to have more trust into the recommendation we make, so as to go to what I said earlier, is that a good recommendation is the one that the distributor can take over. Yeah.
And you, Guilain, what will the future look like in Treasure Data, new features?
So first thing, I think we achieved not to mention AI before 29 minutes of our conference, which I think is pretty cool. But obviously, our solution right now is definitely built on AI since 10 years, I would say, but now on all the agentic suite. So now we call ourselves, so we belong to the customer data platform category, but we now call ourselves AI marketing suite. So there is right now all, let's say, features and functionality from the platforms can be now declined into agentics and AI things for, I don't know, create your journal orchestration, discover your audiences, and so on. We've got people on our booth on the T35s, and we are more than happy to show you like all these new features regarding AI. And this is definitely something that we are very excited to explore with AXA for next year. And we are starting already the roadmap for that those current weeks.
Thank you very much to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, guys.